Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Peter. Yesterday I went to Catalina with a couple of buddies of mine to look for lobster and test out a new setup I have on my 10-year-old Riffe Euro 110. Spoiler alert, the gun did its job and I was successful. So I want to share with you what I did the day before the trip to test out the setup, as well as take you on the adventure that we had yesterday on the beautiful waters around Catalina, as well as share with you what I'm going to make for dinner tonight with our catch. But before we begin, do me a favor, hit that like button. That really helps and will tell me if you enjoy my videos and are getting something out of it. And if at the end of the video you didn't like it, take that like right back. It's only fair. So with that, hit the button and let's jump right in. Yep, here I am at the pool. So I got myself a shorter shaft for my Riffe Euro 110. It's 10 centimeters shorter than standard and half a millimeter thicker, so that overall the mass should be comparable. And I'm here testing to make sure my shot is still true. The target is 15 feet away from the tip of the spear. Ooh, I think that was good. Let's take a look. Yep, I'm an inch from the dead center. So I shoot with two hands. My right arm is extended fully and my left hand is on the butt of the gun, forming a triangle with my arms. And this is how I shoot. This allows me to absorb the recoil of the gun and manage it so that it stays true to where I'm aiming, and allowing the spear to fly true. Okay, let's try that again. Anybody can get lucky with a single shot, but it's about consistency and accuracy that counts. The target again is 15 feet from the tip of the spear. I think it's good. Let's go check it out. Oh yeah, again about an inch, this time just below. That is good enough for me. It's now the next day, and we're off to Catalina. It's a little bit of a bumpy ride for sure, but man, what a beautiful day it turned out to be. Sunny and blue sky. Okay, getting my fins on, and one little camera check. Yep, we're good, and here we go. Whew, it's a little bit chilly. I'm heading out to the reef. So I've been seeing some fish sporadically in this weed-like seaweed. I think it's called sargassum. As well as I'm seeing some fish along the edge where the seaweed and the sand meet. You can see them right there. Mixed sizes, different species. So I'm slowly moving with the sun to my back so I have a better view of what's ahead of me. And then I spot this nice sized calico bass slowly moving towards me. So I slowly raise my gun and aim. Bang! Did I get it? I think I got it. There it is. Let's go take a look. Oh yeah, stoned him. The shot went right through his spine. It didn't feel a thing. Oh, the shaft was caught in some seaweed, so gotta pull this off and get this out. As I bring him up, I noticed that he was still twitching, so let's just put him out completely. And as usual, let's cut the gills to bleed this guy. This is a good looking calico bass, and I'm stoked that all the meat has stayed intact. So I realized that I forgot my stringer on me, so I had to string that calico through the lanyard of my flashlight and started heading back to the boat. But I'm still going to look for some fish on the way back to the boat. Ah, there's my boat, Pauhana. What a great little boat. Hey guys, sorry I didn't show you any of the ride home. The wind had picked up and it got really rough out there and I needed both hands on the steering wheel. But we got back safe and sound. So now it's time to make dinner. Let's go. Okay, we need the star of the show, our calico. We're gonna need green onions, ginger, cilantro, salt, pepper, vegetable oil, and seafood soy sauce you can get at the market. Cut your green onions in thirds, and then we're going to go ahead and slice them lengthwise so they're nice and thin. And watch your fingers. And then we're going to peel the skin off some ginger so that we can go ahead and slice those into little chips. I run my knife along the board parallel, watching my fingers to do so. Then get a few fingers full of cilantro and set those aside for later. So the good news is I shot a good sized calico. The bad news is he's bigger than my steaming pan and setup, so I basically have to cut him in half. Not a big deal, but you typically want to steam fish whole if you can. So I'm going to put some ginger on the bottom of the pan that the fish is going to lay on top of. And then I'm going to go ahead and lay my fish on top of the ginger, as well as start placing pieces on top and in the gut cavity and everywhere else. Then I put this guy in my steamer and cover him up for about 10 minutes. And then I pour about 1/4 cup of vegetable oil in a pot. You want to go ahead and heat the oil up, but not until it smokes, just before that. You want to check the doneness of your fish. This guy actually went another 5 minutes, so 15 minutes for this guy. And then it was time to take him out. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and then start placing your green onions all over the fish. And don't be shy, let's cover this guy up. Then go ahead and add your cilantro on top of the rest. Now go ahead and take your hot oil and pour it over the cilantro and green onions. Listen to that sizzle. You're now releasing the flavors of all those onions and cilantro. Then you add your soy on top, and voila, you serve. Look at that. I plated with some brown rice and some steamed broccoli. Hey guys, all right, so we're done cooking the fish, and we've actually started dinner. My family's having it, and they seem to like it, so that's a good sign. So now let me give it a shot and see how this tastes. This is by far my favorite way to make calico bass. Chinese style steam with onions, the ginger, the soy. It brings out all the flavor, and it's just so nice and refreshing. I think also because I grew up eating this stuff, they serve it the same way at very nice Chinese seafood restaurants. So you can do this at home. Give it a shot, give it a try. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat my dinner, but I hope you enjoyed the video and following me as I test out a new spear gun setup, as I take a nice day trip to Catalina with some buddies, hunting in the water, and how I prepared this delicious fresh calico bass. So let me know what you think, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer. And consider subscribing if you haven't already, and join me diving beautiful Southern California and beyond. Until then, take care.